Caerhays has quite a strange history because, very unusually, the family which lived at Caerhays for hundreds of years and finally built Caerhays Castle itself, then promptly went bust and fled to France. And the house, because it had a papier-mâché roof and because Cornwall's very wet, the house was certainly derelict by 1840, and it remained as a complete ruin with swans nesting in the drawing room, etc., until the Williams family bought it in 1860, and it took about 4 years to get a roof back on and make the place habitable again.
Well, welcome to the inner part of Caerhays Castle. It is very unusual to have this sort of feature in a building of this age.
Very little has changed in the castle in 100 years. The layout is very much the same. The arrangement of the pictures and the furniture hasn't changed at all. Unlike a National Trust house, you're going to see a few dirty gumboots, a few dog hairs and roaming dogs as you go round with your tour guide.
This collection, even 100 years ago, 150 years ago, would have ranked alongside the very best of the Cornish collections. Families that had superb collections, those have long since been dispersed, with the exception of this collection here. These were the types of natural history collections that were not unusual to find in the big country houses throughout Britain, especially in Cornwall, where you had such a wealth of mining and mineral heritage. This is a mineral called clinoclase, which is a secondary copper mineral, and the classic locality from which that mineral originated is a mine called Wheal Gorland in the parish of Gwennep, which the Williams family were managing in the late 1700s. So it's not surprising that the high quality minerals that came from that mine found their way into the Williams collection. And that particular specimen of clinoclase is, to my knowledge, the finest one in the world.
People have a concept of how people live in the castle. The reality is that we work around and live with and look after these precious things for the next generation.